Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Bilo. I am your host. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. And if you're wondering what this channel is about, well, this is where Kaizer Chiefs fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. I start the conversation here and it continues down on the comment section. So do make sure to leave your comments, letting me know what you think about the things that we're about to talk about. And speaking of engaging with me, I would like to welcome back the regular subscribers, the day ones. Shout out to you, and today's special shout out goes to Randy Tengas. I hope I pronounced your name right, because I like engaging with the people who interact with me on the comment section. So every day I will be giving a shout out to someone that I would have been engaging with in the comment section. So do make sure to talk to me down in the comment section below. And if you're new, do make sure to subscribe. Now let's go to the video. I am actually shocked about something that I just saw. Are you ready? Because I know this thing has just been broken by a far post. Are you ready? Victor Letsoalo has signed a 3-year contract with Sekhukhune. Aibo. Guys. Aibo. You remember all that talk about Victor Letsoalo being a Rolls Royce and Chiefs paying Imali Mazda? Aibo. How much money does Sekhukhune have? You know, if you're reading down the news that are scrolling, there is news about Sekhukhune struggling to find a midfielder, and they are considering bringing back Willard Katsane from retirement. So the team that is struggling to find a midfielder, who are about to bring back someone from retirement in his late 30s, have signed a player that were quoted with 20 million for him. Hi guys, because I checked the deal. I thought it was like, okay, maybe it's a loan, but then I checked, okay, no, it's like a 3-year deal with an option, with 1-year option. I'm like, it's either Ufa Post is lying, but I don't think someone would just print that, would just write that on their website, because I read it good tweet Ufa Post says Sekhukhune. Now obviously there could be layers upon layers, Glentole, because one, the fee is not disclosed. Well, how much is the fee? Maybe it's a challenge good for an undisclosed fee, because with his move to Sekhukhune, it could also be because of the fact that maybe Pirates cannot afford him at this point, and the Chiefs, because I'm talking about Letsoalo because the Chiefs ibimfuna, it could be because of the Chiefs' relationship now with Sekhukhune and Sundowns Valley being a game. Cape Town City, the other team that seems to be wanting to spend, is not really like big splash and whatever, or people are saying badala bathenga ngathi abantu bancanyana and bebengakaze babe linked naye, but Sekhukhune, it's shocking. And that you guys have said time and time again, when it comes to Chiefs, deals are exaggerated. They just said Magui Chiefs, they just quote a higher fee because they know it's Kaizer Chiefs. But some people have argued to know it's also Chiefs who chip out, but value. But at the same time, I'm not arguing against the fact that they do try to get more money from Chiefs. Guys, what do you think about this? Because I'm still in shock. I know Mina Vela wasn't expecting him to end up moving to Chiefs because of all the commotion between Chiefs and Royal AM. But Sekhukhune, guys. No. Let's just move on from Letsoalo and talk about structures signing and promoting players into the first team. And who am I talking about in this case? I am talking specifically about Umfundo Vilakazi. So I know Uguti maybe in South Africa ayikho lento ukuthi abadlali baqale bena 16 ukudlala, and don't say yeah but banesikole, because Pasha, they always do the same things. Umuntu abe ne debut at 16, they can still go to school. Kuba an agreement between the the league, yes, the league ukuthi makuzosayina umdlali i-team agrees umthetho ukuthi by law ingane kusamele esikoleni, as much as izobuya adlale here and there, but kumele abe sesikoleni. But in South Africa we seem to be dragging our legs when it comes to talent, because enye into, it's like it's fixated on this idea ukuthi if you are young, it doesn't matter how good you are still young, useyingane. It doesn't make sense to me, because if you look at Umfundo, we'll talk about the other aspect, but if you look at how he plays, the way he finds passes, it looks so easy for him ukuthi uze enze nangokuchoma, because that's just how good he is. Akusikho ukuthi udecide ibhola maniseliseyinyaweni ukuthi uzopass up. He knows the movement of the teammates akhe, and as a result uyakwazi ukuthi avela picky pass, shamano look passes, uyakwazi ukudribble past people, and basically as a creative midfielder he's good, and there are more people like him who are good enough but are not playing, because somehow in South African football we have this thing yokuthi umdlali mayincane, they are not good enough, because the youngest player who to ever play in South African football debut yakhe, correct if I'm wrong, Umkhanyiseni Swahle, yes, I think he played for Pirates at once, I don't know, I'm not sure anymore, but he was 15 now, and then he did play. But we don't see that happening much, which then makes us question indaba development yethu as South Africa. Ngisakhuluma just about the Chiefs. But it would be great for me maybe to see Umfundo once in a while, mhlambe, let's say avele abe kuma reserve, and then second half zidlala na angazi ukuthi ngizothina happy team, and then he comes in and then he plays. Even in difficult matches, because that's how they will grow, because lento yokuloku umdlalisa kwi-MDC and then mayisena 20 usazomhlalisa ebhenchini kwi-first team, and then you end up loaning him out, and then you just ruin the career yomfana. Kanti ngcono mayisena 15 to 20, 16, 17, 18 usangalokhithi gcobo kwi-first team and then go back. But in South Africa we don't do that. I don't know why we don't do that, and maybe you've heard the reasons. You can let me know down in the comment section. What do you think is causing South Africa to delay playing young players? Basically, that's the question that I'm asking, because I feel like it also does have to do with the fact that asina vision. So you address Angelo, and I think we don't have a vision. We are glory orientated. We are not like driven by where do we want to see the team. We want to see the team playing good football, developing local talent, and dominating the world. No, tina sikho lapho. South Africa ngathi sijahuthi sizowin. And you see by the coaches that we hire ukuthi coach ungenise ne-mandate yokuthi wena you are here to win a league in the first season. And because of that, the coach who's hired to come and win, because okokuqala they are not experienced. So as much as nathi kukhona ukuthi you can blame uHantu uMcIntyre nabo bayibhedele in their own way, but there is also the fact that they were given a mandate. My figure Hunt is coming to a Chiefs that hasn't won in 5 years, and the thing that is told Uguti, you need to win us something, man. You need to take us back to the glory days. And then the first thing that he's gonna do, Velenai, he's going to trust people that he has seen playing in the top level who are experienced, basically, because if uzothatha umntwana 15 uzomdlalisa lapha and the mistake, you've not only damaged your team and you've not only damaged yourself, but you have also damaged the player as well, because his own confidence yakhe isizodropa for good. Buka nje uBucks ukuthi when he came and then wadlalisa uMashiane who had been playing very under Zwane, but under uBucks actually the relationship, the instructions and everything was different, and then Umfana Peneka gets a red card, and then Mashiane has never been the same. That's just my argument as to why in South Africa we're not seeing young players being played more often. It's because of the fact that every coach knows Uguti they are hired to come here and win. They are not hired to grow the team. That's why I like the direction that the Chiefs is taking right now, because Uzwane kept on saying what we want to see now is continuity, and continuity vele means kuzoba nabadlali abancane, they will come up abazoqhubeka bezodlala la. Umuntu angadlala nje ku-development agcine loniwe agcine sedayisiwe, but akadlale ku-development and end up translating from or moving from being a development player to being a senior team player. That's what we want to see. But we are not seeing it. Why? Because we are just focused on win cups at whatever cost, and then asinagi indaba yebhola. Enjoying this video and you haven't subscribed, please make sure to subscribe and leave a like. Now, let's move on to something else that has been talked about a lot, like this weekend, about showboating. There's a debate in this world to this day, like Messi or Ronaldo, and then I say Neymar. And then I'm stats. I'm just talking about Uguti when he plays Ebola Neymar. Abafet. He gets the ball. People in Europe, because Neymar because of his other lifestyle, but as a footballer, if bebengamhlabi kanje lapha France, ayonema ngabukude bafethu, because uNeymar does things that you're not expecting him ukuthi uzokwenza. Ovela thatha ibhola lifake phakathi kwenyawo aleqise between defenders, usehambile useyadribula useyakora. It's showboating, but it's effective. I think that's where I draw the line, ukuthi where I stand about showboating. That's the question of the day, ukuthi where do you stand with showboating, by the way? Because for me, people are criticizing ukuthi we shouldn't do it at all because it's drawing our football back and wara. But Ronaldinho be showboat. If it wasn't for his side discipline as well, ngabe sikhuluma ukuthi is the GOAT, but waphazamiseka ngabe ukuleso status. But entertainment wise and being effective, he did it all at the same time. And I think that's why I stand ukuthi as long as you are effective with your showboating, then do it. If uzojika umuntu umshaya imata awujika ubamba ikhanda then uqhubeka, I'm in with that. And if you are winning the match, it's 2-0, it's 3-0, you are running the clock down, I understand. But if uzokwenza lokho ku 0-0, hayi ngeke phela. As much as we want to be entertained in football, we also want to win. Every football fan wants to win. Akekho umlandeli webhola who just says in. We want to win at the end of the day. So that's where I stand. I don't know where you stand about showboating. Let me know down on the comment section below. Uguti, where do you stand and what do you think about showboating? And speaking of indaba I haven't spoke about anything regarding this. Speaking of which, anyway, if fixture, apparently the first game for next season we are playing against Royal AM. I think that's good. I think that is a very good place to start. I will tell you why, but first, subscribe. I will tell you why I think it's good thing we start with the Royal AM, because it's going to be a team that we have developed a rivalry with them. A rivalry, yes. They beat us twice last year, bashango 4-1, bashango 1-0. And asizwani njengamanje between the hierarchies akuzwana. And because of that, it's going to raise mistakes for the boys. They will want to go out there and just crush Royal AM. If Royal AM ends up beating us, but since we're starting with Royal AM, if what I read is accurate, then it's just going to give us that boost. We will start at the highest level, playing against the team ezobe nayo ihlomile, and not to mention izobe inonukovic abazobe befuna ukuyiprova not just to Royal M but against Kaizer Chiefs ukuthi buka nang release you made a mistake or whatever the reason that he might be wanting to prove himself to Chiefs. But I think that would be such a good thing. It would be such a vital thing, because if we win, or let me just say when we win against Royal AM, don't quote me mawuthi adliwa, ngiyabathemba bafana nozwana. ukuthi when we win or if we win against Royal AM, let me stick with when we win against Royal AM, then it will give us a boost for the following weekend, and it's just a good place to start phezulu, and then you keep that momentum going. Because if we start with a team, let's just say for instance, what's the team that I don't think is the big team, let's say mhlambe team like big, let's just say we started with Arrows. Arrows, they did beat us last year twice, but they are not a team that we look at and we're like, oh, they are dangerous. They're a good team, but our mistakes that high. Maslu Arrows, we feel like, ish, he Arrows, God, why is Lulok Arrows? But if we shower Royal M, then in our heads it's like, you won't angabe to lava, or if we even lose against Royal M, okay, they have a good squad, they've collected a good squad in Wara. But against other teams that seem to be smaller than us, maybe even the players might lose the concentration because they might be thinking, it's gonna be easy. But against a bigger team, then a bigger team or a rival, okay, let's be on our A game, and it gets us prepared for the season. And I'm looking forward to it. I don't know about you. Do let me know what you think about what I was talking about. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that. And I will see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, remember, equals Alpelumoy.